Hey, what's up, everybody? Agmat today, and I'm going to be talking about something that I feel as if Deepwoken has been missing for a very, very long time. Well, not necessarily missing, but it doesn't have enough of, in my opinion, right? And so let's go over what it actually is. We're going to be talking about meta progression in Deepwoken. That's right. So you guys might be asking, yo, Agamatsu, what exactly is meta progression? Meta progression is basically the progression outside of your progression. So we have a couple of things like this, like echoes, guild base, and even things for your character such as being able to unlock new attunements, new origins, and etc. right? And I just realized that Deepwoken doesn't necessarily have that much meta progression as much as it definitely should have, in my opinion. Yeah, you have your 2 attunements that you can unlock, your origins, and that's pretty much it. But besides that, pretty much every time like something drops in a weekly, for example, you're able to immediately get it, right? I've talked about this many times on stream, for example, but the new Blackfire path that just recently came out, the Gale path that came out, you have those available to you immediately, right? And there's no really further need to go out and do a quest to unlock it permanently, right? Which I feel like Deepwoken is kind of lacking in a lot of aspects in terms of having cool meta progression things, right? Not everything has to be like a super complex quest to go and do something, right? But to give players something to do and maybe like a cool challenge to unlock something cool, I feel like would be great for the game. It would especially fix, in my opinion, a big problem of like what could a new Luminant possibly have? Because if you think about it, right, are they going to have it to where you can uncap to power 30 or power 25 and make builds more powerful? No, they said they want to keep builds linear and basically the same level. So all they can really do is add new content for you to get, right? But the new content is pretty much always there. It's just that you have to do the quest for it, right? So a good example would be like, for example, if you had to get Star Kindred, right? Let's just say the regular progression is, you know, you go and kill the 3 angels, you have 50 strength, then you go and get the oath, right? But the meta progression might be, yo, do X, Y, and Z and kill this specific angel X amount of times, do this in your progression, and then you have to wipe and then it unlocks. And there's actually an example of this in the game. Termite and Survival Kit. These 2 talents you can only get after wiping with having a certain amount of talents on your build. And those are pretty much one of the only few examples in the game where you have to wipe with something in order to unlock it. Like other roguelikes where you have to wipe with something or do a run and finish a run in order to unlock something. They don't have to necessarily make it to where you have to unlock the thing in order to get it, because I know some people might get annoyed like, oh, I have to wipe my build now to unlock the thing. But they can make it to where like it's a very, you know, it can be a long quest, a short quest, or a difficult one too. It doesn't matter, right? As long as the new player has to go ahead and unlock it, I think it would be great because it would add a lot more for the player to do. A good example of conquest could be something very simple. Win 10 conquest matches. Bam! You unlock the new conquest related origin, right? A very simple form of meta progression, right? But you know what I'm saying? If like, let's say Conquest were to drop right now, they would probably drop Conquest Origin with Conquest itself, right? And not something you have to unlock through playing the end game, right? Because they were talking about how they're gonna have like a casual mode, and then, you know, but that's just how it is. I understand why they do that, but that's just an example of what I mean by cool meta progression being added to the game. And I think there's just a ton of cool ideas that, like, for example, let's just say you see like some new relic they added into the game, right? And you try and like equip the necklace, and like boom, the necklace rejects your soul. You're like, what the hell? How do I fix it rejecting my soul? Well, that's something you can't achieve on any character. You have to unlock it for your account first, and then it will allow future characters or any current character you have to be able to use the relic. Just a quick example. Let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of people think in the end, well, this is going to be tedious. There's going to be something else for me I have to go do. But I know a lot of people who've played roguelikes, things like Risk of Rain 2, Enter the Gungeon, and everything's not available to you off rip. You have to unlock some things, and some things are secret, and so there are some cool ways to unlock stuff. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll be catching you guys later. All right, peace.